Okay, I've had lots of friends ask me about the inside of our camper, just what it looks like, because we have pictures from outside. I'm also shooting this on a wide angle lens, so it's going to look a lot bigger than it is. But as you enter the front door, actually the only door we have, this is the bedroom area. And that's a queen size bed. It's a little shorter than a standard queen. They call it a camper queen, but it is the width of a queen size. Above we have our controllers for the types of batteries and the solar. That little opening there is a max air fan, which can blow air in or out, and it's pretty handy. You can also open it up without the fan going. To the left and right are closets that hold, coat hangers and such. And above we have some small boxes in there, keeping smaller items, socks and such. Under the bed, there's a drawer on each side. We carry a variety of stuff in there. I've got mostly hiking stuff in mine, not certain what Janet has. And this bed lifts up. There's a compartment under the foot area where we store extra backpacks, and we actually have to cut a hole in there so we can get between the two drawers at the very bottom to store extra stuff that we don't get to very often. And it's probably 10 inches wide by 10 inches tall and about 2 feet deep. 2 feet front to back, so there's a decent amount of space there. We added those coat hangers. This wall is actually pretty sturdy. It's designed to hold a TV. It's got extra reinforcements in it, as well as a plug for the cable TV if you have that. The windows have shades that pull down. They're not double pane, but they're thermal. And the entire window will pop out in the case of a fire. You just push red levers and the whole thing drops out. We have a CO2 or carbon monoxide alerter up there. And that little hole is the AC vent. AC comes through the roof, heat comes through the floor, and there's a reason behind that. There's a curtain. If somebody's sleeping or need a little privacy, you can pull this and be separated. So there's our front door. Sit down and get a better view of this. This is the kitchen area, the galley as they call it. So up here we've got all the switches and stuff that does everything. We added the clock. This extends the awning. It turns on the tank heater, which keeps the fresh water from freezing when it's really, really cold. The generator start. The next panel with the 4 silver button looking things tells us how much fresh water we've got, how much dirty water we've got, etc. Main lights. We had to label everything because after a while it got confusing trying to remember. That extends the awning. We have an extension here. It doesn't completely block the door. We can still get around it, but it's really good for working on anything in the kitchen, cutting stuff, extra pot, fixing tacos. Every inch counts in a trailer. And if I can get this drop down. Sorry, that needs 2 hands. So, kitchen, 3-burner stove with a glass cover. We don't bake. Not in here. It's small, but you could bake something. We use it for storage of pots and pans. Mostly skillets, and we have cushions in there to keep them from rattling and scraping each other. It came with a built-in knife rack. We bought the knives and a splash guard made of glass. Some people don't like that. I don't mind it. Above this we got vent, light, and this little guy. We added these. They are LED, magnetic, USB rechargeable, and they can be either on, off, or motion detected. Which is great because motion detected ones we put in the cabinets and above the bathroom in here, which I'll get to in a minute, so that you move and it just lights up. So, microwave, about as big as you would expect, like an apartment microwave. That cabinet up there is big enough to hold an Instapot. We put things we rarely get to up there because I'm almost 6 foot. I'm about 5'10". This is as far as I can reach. So we have a lot of headroom in this trailer. The next thing we added, and yes, this thing is packed to the gill, that shelf. This is an add-on because we needed to get more stuff here. We don't need almost 2 feet of height, but we needed stuff to put lighter objects on. We also added this metal dish holder. It's adjustable, and actually I forgot to put our cast iron skillet back in here. Let me show you the other side of that. It extends through here. We also put up some standalone metal shelving up there to hold multiple heights of canned goods. Another one of the little wood shelves here. We put the bungee cords up there right before we came out on the Appalachian Trail adventure, because we knew things would slide and we didn't want to open this, be hit in the head by, oh, I don't know, anything from Pace or Tony Sacheries. God forbid that comes open. Okay. Under here we added this little power strip because we just needed something else to plug in an extra coffee pot or toaster or anything in without plugging and unplugging the little receptacle that's back there, wherever it is. It also has a USB charger, so we use it to charge the USB lights or anything else, because everything runs off USB nowadays. We have added the Berkeley water filter. Really nice, really handy. A bit expensive, but it does the job. Pour a bunch of water up top, gravity filters down there, have a spigot, and we use it to filter drinking water, coffee, or anything else we need water for. Got the dual lights here, one side or both. I like a lot of light. This has been one of the most popular items on the Facebook group. The little shelf that we found that actually, it's not even screwed in. It glued to the wall. And it's just the right size to give us a kid. No place to put paper towels. It easily comes out. Place to hang extra spoons, spoon rests, salt, pepper, and they stay there. That we don't even have this fall out or jiggle out while we're driving down the road. The main pantry, we haven't done much in here at all. We've added these little metal slide outs to get to spices because, well, they're just handy and easy, and baskets to keep things organized, like smaller items, and a Lazy Susan to get to whatever else we needed in the back. We did add a metallic spice rack in here, and these are great. You can label them. You just turn them and they pop open. This is a stick-on, which is great because we use it to write groceries. Come to think of it, what did I buy? I'll adapt to that. We've added these two baskets, and they're hanging with picture frame hooks. And again, holding a bag of onions and some potatoes up there, and all those chips, they rode there 1,000 miles. Didn't jiggle loose, did not pull out the wall, and so far I'm very happy. I figure I'll probably have to adjust them at some point or hammer them back in. So this table, we have two of these. One we left home, this one we modified. This table originally was designed to fit in these holes in the floor. 2 holes per table, and with 2 tables you can make a wide table, and on those rails sat a bench seat. It just didn't fit. It didn't fit anybody short or tall, so we took it out and we repurposed the table with some removable legs. They're there in that bucket, so we can put this outside, and it's not that deep, and it's just handy enough to put a fan on, some drinks, or I don't know, eat. The trailer came with 2 of these swivel chairs. They do recline slightly, and you got a little footrest. I took one out and put in my computer chair from home, because if I'm going to be sitting there working on a computer, I would rather my chair. It's more comfortable, it's the right height, it's also adjustable. We have 4 windows in the back, 2 on each side. And above is another bed. Now that bed, let me show you how that works. So that bed lowers. We took the mattress out and put all of our camping gear up there. So logic is, if you can hold 2 adult people up there, plus probably I guess it was a 30-pound mattress, backpacks, hiking poles, stuff like that is not going to be a problem. Plus, it pushes almost up to the ceiling. Nothing jumps out or falls out while in transit. Above there is built in this little cubby hole, and it's got USB ports up there as well that we never get around to using. We're using that for anything extra, like we've got extra tent ties up there, spikes. The cardboard boxes are filled with condiment packs so we can refill our ketchup and mayo and relish and stuff like that on hiking. And of course it's got the curtains that block out the light from the doors in the back. Let me raise that back up. Zoom back out. Now, while that's going up, we have added the door stop just because we thought it was handy and not banging the wall. We added more coat hooks to put aprons, pullovers. One of the first things we put in here was a key rack so that we come in, keys go right in there. We can easily look where the keys, they're in one spot, we don't get them lost. Janet added the water closet for the bathroom. Now, in transit, this door has come loose, so we added a screen door latch. We did the same thing for the refrigerator. In the bathroom, other modifications. We put in the round towel rack. Please ignore the fly catcher. We had bad flies in the last location. We put in this rack. It again is not screwed in the wall. I believe those are like little super sticky tabs designed to run cable on outside, which is actually what's holding up our camera system up top, the wires. It holds the shelf up pretty good. And we added this towel rack, another one that people just went, man, where did you find that? How did you do that? We put in some braces, the wood to give us something to screw into. The wood screwed into the 2x4s on the wall. This is the wall. On the other side is a bedroom, which is where an extra TV would go, so it's got extra support. We just found those supports, put the straps of wood in there, and that gave us a place to screw in our towel rack, which works real well. It will fold up. I don't know, I like that option there. We changed out this faucet. It was real short and low, and you had to like scoop your hand under there. Plus it kind of matches what's in the kitchen. Janet did this. I didn't take 10 minutes. That was one of the world's easiest things to change. We also changed out the shower head in here. It was a black shower head. This one can be turned on and off right there, and it's adjustable. Don't know what to say. It came recommended and it worked really well. I need to remount it, as you can tell. But we also have a max air fan in here. There's 3 total above the beds. The one in the back we don't use because the bed's always up. The master bedroom, and this one in the bathroom. And again, it'll blow in, it'll blow out, or it can simply lift up to let air flow naturally. We added these sticky hangers because we need a place for brooms and mops, and these things kept falling over towards the toilet. Kind of hard to see what we did there, but they work great. They've been there many, many miles and haven't fallen off. Also, I mentioned the heat goes through the floor. Floor vents, is one in the bathroom, one by the master bedroom, one right before you get into the cargo area, and one down there that blows into the cargo area. So that keeps everything warm. The heater blows into the belly of the trailer, keeping the water and everything below warm. And the AC is mounted on the ceiling. The black things are speakers. Got a bunch of speakers in here, and I got speakers outside. AC unit blows air from the spot up there, as well as these guys, which can be adjusted, turned, moved. More shelves. Added these shelves to hold all the little things that you think of that you don't know where to put. Kleenex, computer wipes, whatevers. And we added these shelves like you have in an office to put paper in. They hold computers pretty well too if you screw them into the wall. What else did we do? That is our battery, the Delta. It's basically a battery generator. It'll run quite a while and help us through more than one hurricane. So We carry it as well if we need power outside. Not that we really do, because we have extra outlets outside. We use it. We added shelves in. This is what's called a gun closet. It's got a lockable door. It's not the greatest, most secure thing, but it works. We added this shelf that everything is on because we needed, again, multiple height. We added this little metal shelf it didn't fit what we bought it for, but it's like, hey, it'll fit in the closet. It'll hold alcohol and extra batteries and stuff. Whatever. So, gave us a lot more options for things that you don't get to all the time. Speaking of things you don't get to all the time, under that mat, built into the belly of this trailer, is a metal toolbox. It's probably 18 inches by over 2 feet, and it's a good 10 inches deep. We got extra jacks. I've got an axe. The chimney starter for your charcoal. A drill. A bunch of stuff. And again, stuff we get to once a month maybe. But it's perfect. Hey, you need those extra tools, those extra screws. Add a bunch of glue you needed. There it is. Just pull it up. We cut the carpet and velcroed it down. And recently we cut these little notches in there. Underneath there are tie downs, which are, let me get a picture of one. Oh, like this. We have about 8 under here to tie down anything and everything from every direction. When we put the bicycles in here, they go in this spot where my laptop and the chair is, and it takes up half of the width of the back of this trailer. And they get crisscrossed and they stay there. They don't move. On this side, we'll put the 2 chairs. We've also added, this is just for cushion, we have added these crates which hold our little heater for outside, extra bottles of water, and Janet needed a small step stool because even I can't get to the top of some of these. Now, look at the very back where the doors are, and this is, again, a wide angle shot, so it looks huge, but this is looking from the outside in. I don't know the dimensions on the inside here, but you're 7 feet wide and almost 9 feet from here to where the refrigerator is. We did add some stuff in the refrigerator, plastic containers to hold jars and such, just for organization and to keep things from falling out when you open the door, because everything shifts when you move around, and we're keeping it to the minimum. This little trash bag holder was an add-on. It holds a little Walmart bags pretty good, and that's about all the trash I want in here at one time. So, onto the outside. So the deck drops down. Now that table is 28 inches wide by probably 3 feet or almost 40 inches. It's something like that, but you get an idea. 2 fold-out chairs, 2 tables. This is a little longer than it is wide, so 7 by 8, 8 by 9. No, not by 9. Anyway, this is probably about the size of a cubicle. That's the best way to describe it without the desk and chairs. We have an awning in the back. We have an awning in the front, of course. What else can I say? We've got generator up front. In the very back, under where I'm standing, is the 40-gallon gas tank. Near the middle is the, let's see, right about where the kitchen is here. Under there is 100 gallons of tank of water. We rarely keep it completely full. In front of that is where all your sewer and wastewater goes. And yeah, unfortunately, we've been carrying around little doggy leashes. We lost our dogs, but we needed someplace to put doggy leashes and other stuff, and these little hooks have come in really handy. So that's the inside of our trailer. For 2 people, and we're not on top of each other. And when we look at places to park, sites give you how long the trailer can be. So we just automatically tack on that extra 7 feet off the back. So we tell people we're sitting at 38 feet to make certain we'll fit and not be up against a tree when we drop the rear gate. What else have we added? Oh, we added another solar panel up top, so that charges the batteries twice as fast as it would with one. And everything else came standard. 15 gallons worth of propane in 2 bottles, 2 batteries. The generator is enough to run the air conditioner and everything else in here. It's 4,000 watts, I believe. Drawing a blank on that. Oh, we added fire extinguishers. We got 2 in here. In fact, I've got 2 in the truck. Last thing I want to do is fight a fire, but if I do, I want to have the resources available. So we got 1 here, 1 in the cargo area right in front of my computer chair with the stripe, and the 2 in the truck we carry in the back seat where we can easily get to them because the seats are normally folded down and fire extinguishers are tucked under there. So there you have it. This is home away from home for a while, and apparently they don't recommend living in these things full time, but a lot of people are, and they're holding up pretty well. Other than a few little strip screws early on and a few things coming loose, you know, screws start to come undone, you just have to tighten things up. That's about all we've done. We added maybe a few other little things I didn't think about, like little metal strips to hold notes, or do we have, yeah, we got these little guys to keep track of where we're going. And this is one of the remote controls for the Max Air fan above the bedroom. So, oh, where do you keep your shoes? We added these little, they're actually, I guess supports like you would use in a bathroom. They're not that sturdy, but they hold shoes very well. So they're basically little pieces of pipe. You screw together, some flanges. We got them on each side. Janet has hers. I've got mine. And we stuff our shoes in there because that takes a lot of stuff off the floor. So there you have it. I'm drawing a blank on anything else that we actually have put in here, but we have added a lot of stuff in here. Just little things that make sense, that make life a little easier. So there you go. Hope you enjoy. Sorry the video was so long, but this is the Outdoors RV 24 TRX, and this is I think the smallest version like this they make now. So there you go.